Southland Academy and Schley County have finished their 10-game regular season. Sumter County wraps up tonight at Columbus High. What's on tap for the playoffs? We'll discuss that and more next on the Integrity Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Integrity Sports Podcast, covering local sports in the Southwest Georgia area, creating content that is factual, positive, and informative, promoting efforts by athletes, coaches, sports administrators, and sports personalities. Thanks for making the Integrity Sports Podcast a part of your weekly routine. Now here's your host, Tim Estes.
We are on site at the Roman Oven Pizzeria here in Americus. This is the live edition of the Integrity Sports Podcast. If you want to come join us when you enter the restaurant, turn left and come into the VIP room, and we'll be there. I'm your host, Tim Estes. I'm proud to be joined tonight by my good friend Lance Teele. Lance is from WMNZ over in Montezuma. He's also the voice of the Macon County Bulldogs. Lance, thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir.
We're going to talk a little high school football tonight. Before we get there, let me thank our premier sponsor. That's Harper's Tree and Stump Removal. Harper's Tree and Stump Removal can handle all of your tree trimming, tree removal, and stump removal needs. Just give Keith a call at 229-314-2048 or at 229-938-2412. Harper's Tree and Stump Removal has been the proud premier sponsor since day one of the Integrity Sports Podcast. Lance, this is week 12 of the high school football season. The three teams that we focus on most of the time here, Southland Academy, Schley County, and Sumter, two of those are now complete. Right. Sumter County playing tonight over in Columbus. You and I just got an update 5 minutes into the game. Sumter County's already winning 14-0, and before we went on, you and I talked. These guys are legit.
They are. They're legit this year now. I'm telling you, it's closest to the championship team I've seen Sumter County in years.
So Schley County finished the season at 6-4 with a win last week over Marion County. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. Southland Academy, after a 6-game win streak, dropped their final 2 games of the year, so they also ended up 6-4. I was kind of expecting them to be an 8-2, 7-3 type team, but after that 6-game win streak, but some injuries and some concussion protocols played into that, I think, and Southland dropped their last 2. But Sumter County, after tonight, Lance, should end up 9-1 with their only loss being that 1-point loss to Carver. I think they've got a chance to win it all.
That's right. I believe so. Sumter County, like I said, go Panthers.
So, Lance, you and I have known each other a good bit of time. You've been the voice of Macon County for several years now. Right. Macon County's got a big game this week, and we're going to talk extensively about that toward the end of the broadcast, but I wanted to give you a chance right here up front just to kind of talk about the Macon County-Taylor County game and a little bit about the season Macon County's had.
Macon County, just so you guys know, Macon County is they're a young team. They've got a second-year head coach. You know, last year went to region, won the region for his being his first year. You know, and he's still settling in. He's still pulling kids that have never played ball before. And in all honesty, look for big things in the next couple of years from Macon County. But season-wise, it's been up and down. But again, very young team.
I know one Friday night, Lance, we were sitting there and we heard first quarter score, Macon County 14, Bowden nothing.
That's right.
I thought, boy, they must be really good. And then Bowden kind of caught up and
That's
blew
exactly
it out.
Right. Now, at halftime at that game, we were up. They were up by 7. So it was 21-14 at halftime. And you should have seen us in the booth. We were like, oh, yeah, like you know, licking our chops or whatever. We were ready for that. But, we ran out of gas.
Bowden came out and became Bowden in the second half, didn't it?
So the same thing with the Manchester game. You know, we went to Manchester and held them through the whole game. That was back and forth, back and forth. And with 15 seconds left to go in the game, a long pass over the middle to their I forgot his name now, but he's going to Georgia.
Yeah.
Big old tall fella. And off to the races. And there we go.
Yep. Well, let us say this. Scott Westbrook, who's normally with us, had some professional development to do tonight. Lance and I know he's got a lot of development to do, but Scott's watching us tonight. Want to say hey to Scott, and he'll be back with us next week. Lance, let's start off with recapping Schley County's game last week.
Okay.
The Wildcats had a big win over their arch rival, Marion County. They won it 41-14. That puts Schley County at 6-4. They are at 5-1 in the region, with their only loss in the region to Taylor County.
That's right.
Lance, there's a big game happening tomorrow night, Taylor County and Macon County, and that's in Montezuma,
That's
right?
in the dog pound in Montezuma. That's right.
So here's what's crazy. If Macon County were to beat Taylor,
That's right.
that puts all of those guys at 5-1.
That's
You would
right.
have Schley that beat Macon,
Uh-huh.
Macon that beat Taylor, and Taylor that beat Schley. Do you
That's
have
right.
any idea how they solved that?
Actually, yes. All right,
Okay.
so, but if you want me to go ahead and get
Yes,
into it, I'll
do
get
that.
into it. All right. So what's got to happen is if that comes to a three-way tie, in order for Macon to become the region champion, we've got to hold Taylor to 17 points. All right.
Okay.
We've got to beat them by 18 points, and that'll drop Taylor to 3, Schley 2, and us 1.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So there's a lot of variables.
There's
in
a
there.
lot of variables, especially for a team like Taylor that had scored well over 18 points in a game.
Yeah, and you and I have been around this region for a good while. You expect Macon County, they always have athletes. Schley for about 7 or 8 years now has
That's
been
right.
really good.
Mhm.
Marion's always been one of those teams in the mix. They just won state championships 10 or 12 years ago.
That's right.
You look at their record now, Lance, and they're 0-9. They've got one more regular season game, and that's tonight,
That's right.
actually, against Central of
Central
Talbotton.
One of those teams is going to come out with a
That's
win.
right. They're both 0-9, and I'm expecting Marion to come out
I would
with
think so.
1-9.
I would think so.
So Lance has already told us what needs to happen, and we'll get more into that Taylor-Macon game and let you know a little bit about some of Macon County's players in just a little bit. As for Schley County, here's the strange thing. Our church went and fed the Schley County team the pregame meal
Right.
last week, and I got a chance to talk to Darren Alford. And they've got 3 weeks off now because the last week was the bye week.
Right.
Then they'll have the bye before the playoffs start.
That's
so
right.
it'll be 3 full weeks
That's
before
right.
they play.
Good
and that
gracious.
can't be a good thing, man. I hate the way that schedule fell.
We wound up with 2 weeks off back to back, but we came back out against Marion and then against Central.
Yeah.
So we kind of had that, but I couldn't imagine taking 3 weeks off and then going into the playoffs.
That's right.
As
A coach, that's got to be hard to keep those kids focused and
That's
in
right.
condition and all that.
That's right.
We want to thank all of our sponsors. Today's show is brought to you in part by Carter's Fried Chicken, located at 206 Tripp Street in Americus. Owner Mike Shaddles and his staff have been feeding Southwest Georgia for over 30 years. They offer daily lunch specials featuring baked or fried chicken, vegetables, and some of the best desserts in town. They do it all at an affordable price. Carter's Fried Chicken is a supporter of all of our local area teams and wishes everyone the best of luck. Thanks again to Carter's Fried Chicken for sponsoring this segment of the Integrity Sports Podcast. Southland Academy, they were on a 6-game win streak until 2 weeks ago, and now they've lost 2 in a row. This past week, they suffered a 32-21 defeat at the hands of Southwest Georgia. So, Lance, that puts the Raiders at 6-4 on the season.
Mm-hmm.
They also dropped in the rankings in the GIAA from number 2 to number 3. So that's going to be fairly significant. They still get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. The top 4 in GIAA Class AA get a bye. But it means that if Southland were to win their first game in the playoffs, and then Southwest Georgia got the bye in the second round, they're going to set up a rematch with Southwest Georgia.
Absolutely. Southwest Georgia was rough.
Yeah.
2 of this year. So Man,
Southwest Georgia's always good. This time it'll be down in Damascus. Southland had a hard time stopping the running back from Southwest Georgia. So 2 weeks in a row, you had one dominant player. For Robert Toombs, it was their quarterback, Drew Allen. Really, really good athlete that just gave Southland fits. This past week, the running back from Damascus from Southwest Georgia, they just couldn't stop them. And they've got to figure that out prior to getting to them in the playoffs. But, Lance, I have been really impressed, and I know from afar you have followed Coach Chance Jones. He's been there now almost 2 years. He took a program that was really down, and, boy, in a year and a half, 2 years now, has really done a good job.
Last season, 4-8.
Yeah.
And then this season coming up, 6-4. Man, everything looks up.
It does.
The Raiders look like they're going to do something. And if not this year.
Then you look at their younger teams, they've got some guys that are building. So Chance is building it the right way, and he's got things moving in the right direction. We want to thank Custom Auto Sales. They're located at 907 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Americus. Their owners are Jessica and Lance Stick. They have been fixing your car for more than 25 years at Custom Performance. Now they want you to buy one from them. They've got a great car lot located right there at their place on MLK. Stop by and see Lance, Jessica, and any of the staff at Custom Auto Sales, and thank them for sponsoring the Integrity Sports Podcast. You can reach them by phone at 924-5588 or 5558, 924-5558. Or you can check them out online at customperformanceauto.com. We've talked a little bit about the Sumter County Panthers. They moved to 8-1 with another blowout win last week. This time it was a 63-0 thumping of Hardaway High School. The Panthers are in action tonight. Lance, I thought I got another update, but it doesn't look like we do.
That's what I was looking for, too.
Oh, yeah, it is 20-0 right now. Still in the first quarter, and the Panthers just keep chugging along. They're playing at Connett Stadium over in Columbus. The team they're playing tonight is not a pushover. It's Columbus High School, who's traditionally been down in football. But, Lance, they come into tonight at 7-2.
I know it. And, anytime Sumter County, anytime they go to Columbus, it seems like they come back out with that dub, man.
Absolutely.
And that's good.
So, Lance, I'm looking at the playoff bracket today, and Sumter County right now is ranked number 6.
Okay.
The way the playoffs are now is based on the ranking system other than in Class A.
Okay.
All right. So, if they finish number 6 and Carver finishes number 1, the earliest they could meet would be in the finals, and that's what I want to see.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
A rematch, because it was what,
8-7.
8-7 it was here, wasn't it? So I remember we were on the air that night.
Yeah.
And I kept hearing in my earphones like Sumter County this. Like, oh man, this has turned into a big game. But golly, I couldn't imagine.
And here's some numbers that just stick out to me. Sumter County has they've completed 9 games.
Yep.
They've only allowed 57 points all season. I'm not sure if there's a better defense in all of AA.
I don't think so.
If you're a Sumter County fan and you're thinking, well, if Carver is the number 1 team in the state, we're not far behind.
Not at all. They gave everything Carver. They gave everything Carver wanted.
That's right.
So,
and that night it was raining.
It was cold too.
Sumter County had a safety on a bad snap. That was exactly 2 points. That's the difference in the ball game right there. But tonight's game's very important because a win over Carver would secure for the second year in a row that Sumter County would finish second behind number 1 ranked Carver. Not a bad thing there.
No.
Sumter County's ranked 6th in the Georgia High School Football Daily Poll. Tonight, they are a 34-point favorite.
Wow.
Don't predict who's going to win yet. We'll get to that in just a minute. All right, Lance, let's look at some other area games that are coming up and get your thoughts on those. Crisp County, they are 3-6 right now. They had a huge win over previously undefeated Pierce County a couple of weeks ago. They were open last week. Tonight they close out with Cook County. Cook's 5-4, but I find it interesting that Georgia High School Football Daily has Crisp as a 4-point favorite.
Which is crazy because, I mean, really, Crisp County hadn't really played great football this year.
Right.
But you know, and Cook County has played great football
Yeah.
this year. So when you put them together, I don't know how they've got it, but hey.
It has something to do with those computer numbers.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
guess
sure.
so.
But, you know, when you look at Crisp County's schedule this year, they played Sumter County tough in the opener. Really, their only blowout loss all year was to Fitzgerald. They beat undefeated Pierce County, who at the time was ranked number 2 in the state. I mean, they've played some really good teams, so maybe it's strength of schedule.
Maybe that's how they go with it. Single A don't do that.
So here's what I'm going to ask you. You know a little bit about Cook County and their background.
A little bit.
You know a lot more about Crisp.
That's right.
Georgia High School Football Daily's got them as a 4-point favorite over Cook. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. That's a hard question. It really is. But, yeah, I'm going to have to pull for Crisp County. I mean, I think they can do it.
I do
If
too.
their defense plays tonight like they've been playing in the past 2 or 3 games, then yeah, Crisp County.
And of course, we always want to send a shout out to Crisp County coach Justin Newman.
Yep.
Justin, when you and I were watching a lot of Schley County football, he at one time was the offensive coordinator at Schley County.
Right.
So hope to see him build that program over at Crisp back up and wish him the best of luck. Here's one I know you're interested in. Lee County. Lee County 7-2. They won big again last week over Veterans High School. They've got a huge game tomorrow night. They'll be on the road in Warner Robins against 8-1 Houston County. You work in that area, Lance, so I'm sure you hear a lot of that.
I do, and that's all it's been this week.
Yeah.
You know, so Trojan versus Bears. That's all I've heard all week long. Now I'm gonna tell you, I love Lee County.
Yep.
But Hoco's got me for
They're
some
for
reason.
real.
They're for real.
Yeah.
They are this year.
Let's see. Georgia High School Football Daily has this as a 0-point spread. This is 2 weeks in a row I've seen that.
No way.
0-point spread. So that means these two teams statistically are matched up just toe-to-toe.
Dead even.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it's going to be a good one tomorrow night. Lance, I'm going to let you start off on the prediction. Do you have Hoco or do you have Lee?
I've got Hoco.
Okay.
I just believe that Hoco's defense has been holding people all year long.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Lee County's got a daggone good defense too,
yeah.
but I don't know that they can. Lee's defense can hold that high-powered quarterback that they've got over there in Houston County.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you. And I think the reason I always give the home team 3 additional points just for home field advantage. And if Georgia High School Football Daily has got them at a 0-point spread, I got to go think Hoco will win it late in the ball game.
Yeah.
Hope Lee County will prove me wrong. I'm a good Lee County fan when they're not playing one of our local teams, and we're pulling for Lee County, but it looks like at Hoco that's going to be a tough one.
Yep.
Marion County 0-9. We talked about this earlier. Playing Central of Talbotton tonight. I fully expect Marion to win. What about you?
I do too. Now you got to understand, Marion, they're having a down season. It's very unlike Marion to be 0-9 this late in the season. Brand new head coach.
Yeah.
Brand spanking new head coach. Coach Collins has done a great job in rallying the guys, but just hadn't had enough energy to push them past the finish line. You know, they've got a quarterback that is legit. He just can't keep his wheels moving, so to say.
And Lance, one of the things I've always noticed about Central of Talbotton, they've always struggled since I've been associated with them. But boy, when the basketballs can officially start bouncing, it's like they just forget all about football.
Yep, football goes to the wayside.
Yeah.
It does up there. But
so we're going to expect Marion County to get the win. They're actually playing tonight. So good luck to the Marion County Eagles.
Yep.
Region 6, Class A, Division 2. Their leader is Taylor County, 7-2. They travel to Montezuma to take on Macon County, who's currently 4-5. Lance, this one's interesting. It's a matchup that's got big implications. I want you to start by telling us what has been Macon County's strength this year.
All right, so Macon County strength, I've got it all written down.
Okay.
So you ready for
Yeah.
that? Quarterback one, Kamaj Mitchell, he's sitting at 1,026 yards in the air this
Okay.
year. All right. Running back Jakevion Parker, 149 carries, just joined the 1,000-yard club on the ground with 1,063 yards last week.
Okay.
All right. Got cut a set of wide receivers sitting back there. Javarian Stewart, he's averaging 45 yards a game receiving. He's got 661 total yards in the air and on the ground combined. Desi McKenzie, same thing. He's averaging about 24 yards per game or per carry. On the defensive side, man, we've got guys that are solo tackle, 54 solo tackles for Timothy Warren. Kamari Mitchell, 38 solo tackles. Antoine Oliver, 32 solos. Malik Allen, 3 sacks on the season. You know, and that's pretty big for a new team. Special teams, check this out, 5 touchdowns from special teams this year.
Yeah.
But again, we're young, and we held the state champs for a whole half, you know, and then we ran out of gas on that. So, and then we went to Manchester, like I said a few minutes ago, we stayed back and forth the whole game until 15 seconds left, and then it was over the top, and they just beat us with experience there. If we play Bulldog football, we can beat Teele County.
Yeah.
But we have to play lights out, no fumbles, no interceptions. We have to play lights out Bulldog football.
On the flip side of that, for Taylor County, their strength all year long has been their first-year starting quarterback. His name is Leland Holder. Listen to this. He's already thrown for 1,934 yards in 9 games. That's 215 yards a game that he's averaging. His wide receivers, he doesn't have just one of them. He's got 2 that have done well. Tyquavian Pinkard has 800 yards receiving. Jakevian Towns has 600-plus yards. And then you've got the guy that we haven't even mentioned much, and that's the Tulane commit, Chan Lumpkin, who also plays some tight end, plays in the slot, plays on the defensive side of the ball, and he's been a standout on both sides of the football. So Taylor County's got a lot of weapons.
They do.
Georgia High School Daily, let's see what they have got this at. They've got Taylor County as a 17-point favorite. Here's why I don't agree with that.
Right.
Okay, I'm not saying Taylor may not win the ball game.
Right.
But if you look at the good teams that Taylor has played, it's been late in the game when they won most of
That's
those.
right.
I'm not sure they can get late in the game and be down more than 1 score and come back and win against a team like Macon County.
Right, and it's just the tenacity that Macon County's got.
Yeah.
You know, and something that Coach Williams has instilled in these guys in Macon County is, look, you play through the whistle. Yeah. It's not a we play until we get tired. We're going to play through the whistle, and you know, and Taylor County, I don't know that, with the exception of playing Schley County down to the wire the other week, I don't know that they've played anybody as tough in this region or even all year as what they're facing.
We know the one team they've played that's really good, Jasper County,
That's right,
who usually is not a very good football team, and they beat Taylor County to start the season off in game 1 this year.
Right.
I looked last week, and they're still undefeated.
That's right.
They must be pretty good. I'm gonna go with Taylor.
Okay.
In a close one.
All right, we'll meet out back after this.
Okay. Who are you gonna go with?
I'm going to go with the Bulldogs.
Okay.
And it's not going to be by a large spread. I'm going by 6.
Okay.
In all honesty, it's in the Dog Pound. It's in Montezuma. The last game of regular season, so the pound's going to be loaded with our folks. I've had several people ask me from Schley County, hey, what's going on in Montezuma? What time do I need to be there? So it's going to be loud in the Dog Pound over there, and I think that extra is going to be playing Macon County's favor.
So Lance, if people can't get to the ball game, how can they hear?
All right. So if you're in the Macon County area, you can tune in to 10:50 a.m. on your radio dial. And if not, you can always download our app. Just type in WMNZ, and you'll see our logo come up. And we'll be glad to host you. You know, Download it. You can listen to all the action from Mr. Danny Blizzard, the voice of the Bulldogs, and then myself right there with it. So we'd love to have you.
Again, that's WMNZ. That's 1050 on your AM dial, or download their app. I'm sure that's available both on Google Play and your app store.
And it's absolutely free.
Absolutely free. You can't get it any better than that. So make sure that's probably the biggest game in our immediate area tomorrow night, with a lot of big implications. Again, that's Teele County at Macon County tomorrow night. Kickoffs at 7:30.
7:30, pregame at 6:45.
All right, give you a quick update on Sumter County. There's 7 minutes left to go before halftime, and Sumter County's currently up 27-0. Aaron Kearse, AJ Kearse, just had a 26-yard fumble return for a touchdown for the Panthers.
Wow.
That defense is really, really good. Lance, it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate you joining me tonight. Hopefully you and I can do something similar to this in the near future.
I think so.
Lance always does a good job with Macon County football, and we hope you'll listen tomorrow night. We want to thank you for making the Integrity Sports Podcast a part of your weekly routine. Please go to our YouTube page and hit subscribe. And I'm going to harp on this for just a moment. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're currently at 515, I think, or 514. What we need you to do is simple. Just log on to YouTube. There's a red subscribe button. Click that, and that'll count as a subscriber for us and help us get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. If you're watching on any of our multiple platforms other than YouTube tonight, make sure and hit the like button and share it with your friends. We had about 2,700 views this past week. For 4 weeks prior to that, we were over the 3,000 mark. So a lot of folks watching. We appreciate you for that. Let me once again thank all of our sponsors: Harper's Tree and Stump Removal, Carter's Fried Chicken, Custom Auto Sales, and Marty McDonald State Farm. Go out and support your team. And for my good friend Lance Teele, I'm Tim Estes. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
See ya.